Hello, good day. Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. These are the signs of the times. I got this list from Elder McConkie and Mormon Doctrine, and the sources right there. We'll put that in the text. Now, let me make this statement. This is just my understanding, and it's not doctrinal because I have inside information in some of these areas. For example, alien information or clones, some of this other stuff going on with COVID-19, that is not generally known to the public. But I believe to be true, and I believe things are going on that no one is very few people are talking about in some of these areas. Spirit to be poured out on all flesh. Yes and no. Yeah, it's to be poured out, yes. But people are going to harden their hearts and fight against it. There's going to be a lot of battle over mind control, over clones, over technical control. The meta system that Facebook and other groups are trying to get out. It's totally mind control through technology. And look at what's happening with COVID-19, what they're trying to do there, and with 5G. Now, a lot of people think that's la la land, but get into the details and you'll find out that these things are interrelated and interconnected. Discovery and use of printing press. Well, heck, that's long been gone. But look at the technological stuff in the computer age with implants that they're able to do, with computer chips, with computers, applications that they could put on your body to change your frequencies and to monitor your body. And look at, we haven't even talked about the quantum systems or the med beds. So I'm going to put that in here too. Okay, so we've got med beds in there and much more. We've got anti-gravity stuff. We've got energy stuff. There's much, much more. Protestant Reformation, long since gone, but there's many things going on here. For example, there's stuff going on with Israel groups and Muslims and other groups. They're going to have to come to Christ. So there's much more than Protestant Reformation going on here. You're going to have religious reformation almost in all areas to help people come to Christ. And how that's going to happen, imagine there are people in place working on these things that are Christians and that are not members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, to say the least. There's a lot going on with individuals that are going to be working on those things politically, financially, religiously, and otherwise. Colonization of America, long gone, but we're going to get back into Constitution and other things. We don't even have the Constitution being obeyed or the laws. They're talking about common law and the Constitution. So there's a lot going on. Was it 1787 or something like that, or 86? Somewhere in there. Going back to this. Fuller freedoms and responsibilities. So, responsibilities of the priesthood. So, that's coming. There's so much more. It's just scratching the surface. Establishment of American nation. We've got to get rid of the United Nation. UN is going to be gone. Translating printing of the Bible, that's going to be ongoing. China and other places and other languages that we haven't got to yet. But it's got to get to all the nations. Establishment of the U.S. Constitution And we're going to go back to getting rid of these corporations and so forth, back to the Constitution. Church of the Firstborn is coming through Enoch and his city and through Jesus Christ. And it's quickened beings, resurrected beings coming forth through the Book of Mormon. A lot of scriptures also, 10 tribes, Enoch and what he's got, John, what he's got, the sealed part of the Book of Mormon. So all this stuff, all the sealed scriptures, all the ones that have been lost, all the ones that have been brought back. Enoch, John, etc., etc. Many others have scriptures. 10 tribes and others. We've got opposition to the Book of Mormon. That's going to grow. And Zion and New Jerusalem, the temples in both, restoration of the keys and the priesthood, that's ongoing and going to be, who knows when that's going to be complete, maybe not during the millennium and the celestial, when this earth is celestialized, We'll get the full powers and extent of the priesthood when we understand the full extent of the celestial laws and powers. All areas of the priesthood that are going to be involved in government, education, corporation, law, medicine, science, etc., etc. All that. The priesthood is going to get into all areas that currently exist. And we're along from there. Messengers to precede the second coming. There's a lot of them. Not Enoch and his city and 144,000. Adam on Diamond, the 10 tribes from the north, and that's just part of it. We don't know if we don't think that the Lamanites have been fully to their power in Central and South America. We don't think that the tribes from the north are fully doing what they need to do with New Jerusalem and what they're going to do in Old Jerusalem. So a lot yet to happen. Coming down from the north on a bridge of land and through the ocean before the continents are put back together. Church and kingdom set up. The Church of the Firstborn isn't fully set up in here on this earth yet. It is with the city of Enoch and probably with Jesus Christ. That is the celestialized church. This church is not celestialized yet. The Church of the Firstborn will help us get there. You have growth in the church, China at least, and in other countries. But China is a major one. India is a major one. Middle East is major countries. So the church is yet to grow in those areas, and probably will continue during the millennium to grow in those areas. Gathering of Israel, both on the both sides of the veil, seen and unseen, in the spirit world as well as in physically here on this earth. 10 tribes to return. We've talked about that before. Both to America and New Jerusalem and Old Jerusalem. Gentiles, time of Gentiles is starting to be fulfilled. We're starting to go to the Jews more, and the Jews are starting to come to Christ, and that will continue until Christ comes. The return of Judah to Jerusalem, that's ongoing, and priesthood people there, and the temple that's going to be built in New Jerusalem. Of course, Christ is going to be more fully accepted in Jerusalem before he comes. The same with the Muslims. More going to turn towards Jesus Christ. Building Latter-day temples, that's ongoing. There's hundreds of them now. There will be hundreds more. Lord has already come to his temple in Nauvoo, in Kirkland. So that is the beginning there, and he will come to his new temple complex in New Jerusalem. Genealogy is going to increase. Persecution of saints is going to increase. Catholic Church is falling now, and it's going to continue to shrink as the church continues to grow. Financially, Catholic Church is bankrupt. Some things have been done there with the white hats and so forth. Hundreds of planes of gold, 600 planes of gold have been taken out of tunnels there. So all the wealth in tunnels, this wealth in tunnels, gold and treasures, all that stuff. Talking about the persecution of Jews going to increase. Persecution of saints going to increase. Angels and technology. We haven't even talked about the Urim and Thummim. The stones and the Urim. See how I spell Urim. I always had a time with that. So there's how to spell the white stones that were given in the temple to do temple work more correctly. Urim and Thummim. Better quantum technology. So this is going to increase greatly the knowledge both in the spirit world and in revelation and in science and in computers and on and on. All this innovation is going to greatly increase our ability to grow crops, do medical stuff, do buildings and other things, have technology that we currently haven't had before. Disease and plagues, COVID-19 has been a great example of that. There's going to be more of this probably released on the world because of wickedness of men. Elements in commotion, we're talking weather, talking satellites, talking technology, talking aliens, talking clones, fighting for coal. There's great war going on, full force. And we're talking about calamities beyond COVID-19, earthquakes, talking about floods, talking about tsunamis, lots of things. Weather, violent storms, talking about hail destroying food, destroying food or crops. All right, so we're talking about destroying crops worldwide, food, violence, uncertainties, political unrest, financial unrest, great wickedness in high places. Spirit ceasing to strive with the wicked. That's a gross understatement. A gross understatement. Peace will be taken from the earth. A great understatement. Peace is already taken from the earth. Saints are going to have to join to the righteous beings, help from aliens and angels and other people. Angels are now coming to this earth, and that's going to increase, or quickened and resurrected beings. Wars and rumors war. We're right at a full war right now of information, famines, depressions, and turmoil. All that financial upheavals, all that stuff, markets. Apostate darkness covers the earth, many false churches in the latter days, sorceries and other things, witchcraft, priestcraft, Satanism, all the isms from witchcraft, sorcery, satanic, and others. All that stuff is going to increase. A refusal of men to believe signs, etc. Signs in the heaven and the earth. We've seen great signs already. The lame as a blossom arose, that's yet to come. Central and South America especially. The great leader from South America. There's going to be a great leader from South America. I don't know who he is, but he's gonna come and really trounce some people. Stuffing Adam on Diamond. From Adam, Enoch, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus Christ, Joseph Smith, and others. Going to be there at a great, great worldwide gathering. There's going to be a great final war, of course, 3.5 to 7 years. Who knows when that's going to be? There's going to be a lot of fear and sorrow. There's also going to be a lot of faith, too. A lot of faith, too. So lots of help and faith. So you got to look at the whole picture, not just the negative side. Fall of the great abominable church, that's already happened in Rome. The wealth we talked about, the elites and riches, the banking system, worldwide banking system. Fall of worldwide banking systems in all nations. That's going to happen. Digital currencies increase. That's going to happen. Okay, so all that stuff. 2 prophets are going to go to Jerusalem, probably 2 apostles. Not happened yet. We're waiting for that. Wicked to be burned to stubble and Satan bound. So their influence is going to be stopped. Lucifer and the spirits that follow him. There's finally going to be peace. Earth will have peace for 1,000 years, thereabouts. So the Father can finish the work through Jesus Christ. Final restitution of all things, that's ongoing. It's going to continue through the millennium. And we're going to have a celestial world. End up new heaven, new world, and it's going to be celestialized. And there's going to be a great judgment day. Coming for all, even Satan and his followers. Can't type. You know, I'm just trying to hurry here. Can I do it? It's just not happening. Restoration is an ongoing process. We're going to go and help restore things fully, even to the Church of the Firstborn. Christ is going to reign personally on this earth over all areas. Science, medical, financial, religious, political, legal, all areas. He's going to reign in all areas. He's going to rule in all areas. All things. His priesthood and leaders will do the same. So, there you go. There's a lot to do. I know there's a lot to bring in. I know this is in areas that a lot of church members have no idea, and I believe it all is truly coming. And, you know, we're just going to end with that. It's Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. You're going to have to get your own revelation. You're going to have to get your own truth, and you're going to have to follow it. The days of being given the truth by the church fully are gone. Given the truth by media and politicians and other groups, long gone. The time for discernment is so, and true leadership and true leaders is so essential, so necessary, it's beyond words. Have a lovely day. Think about these signs. These are just the major elements of it. I don't have any sequence. I couldn't give you sequence. I wouldn't even try. The prophets haven't tried. The scriptures haven't tried giving us a full sequence, a complete sequence. Not John, not the New, not Revelations, not the Book of Mormon, Dr. Columbus, Pearl of Great Price, not modern prophets and apostles. No one has given us an exact sequence of these things. We need faith, and we need humility, and we need diligence and virtue to know what is true and what isn't, and to recognize a sign, whether it's in the earth, in the heavens, or in the scriptures, or in truth, in science, or in any other area. We need the Spirit to help us discern these things. That's the only way we're going to grow and grow in truth, grow in righteousness, and grow in grace and favor with the Lord and with the Father and with the Holy Ghost. And get the help that we need from the Church of the Firstborn, other quickened and resurrected beings. So much work has yet to be done, both in the spirit world and in this earth. And until it's finished, resurrected in its final celestial glory and state, much work has yet to be done through the millennium, before the millennium, and after. Good day.